Channel 13 has a long history of visiting the Olympic host cities before the games began to gather human interest stories for you. I've been lucky to do it since the Olympics in Greece back in 2004. And every time we discovered the most amazing stories. And our journey to Tokyo was no different. They were once weapons of war. The most famous blades from Japan's rich history. Travel across the country and you'll see them showcased in museums. And wielded by those who still study the ways of the samurai warrior. But these swords are not just pieces of the past. Travel to this remote area of the Olympic host country, and you'll hear it. Swordsmiths are still at work.
私は刀鍛冶の月山貞俊です。代々刀鍛冶の家に生まれまして、その後継者として。
The Gassan family have been making swords for generations. Their lineage is said to go back 800 years. They're a very famous, one of the most prominent sword-making families in Japan today.
What a beautiful setting. I spent the day with this master swordsmith, seeing the materials he uses, and watching his son and apprentices folding the steel, hammering it by hand instead of using machines.
今若い人にもそういうのを少しは指導しております。できるだけ昔の伝統技術に沿って月山は刀を作っております。
Blades from the family's rich tradition are encased. They are beautiful, sharp, and more than just weapons.
日本刀っていうのは日本人にとっては大切な精神的な非常に象徴的するものだ。
I think they're one of the greatest objects of civilization, around the world.
Paul Martin is an expert on Japanese swords.
In the handle is inscribed with the maker's name. This one is made by Gassan Sadatoshi sensei.
He points out the arc, pattern,
This boundary between the hard and soft steel.
and crystals in each blade.
They were perfected 1,000 years ago, and the manufacturing processes have changed very little ever since.
The work is hard, hot, and deeply personal.
刀鍛冶として道場に入る仕事することを、父と、親子ですけども師匠と弟子という。
The most important moment in the creation of a Japanese sword takes place in the dark.
Yeah!
The master will quench the blade.
A sword can protect you physically, but it can also protect you spiritually. But not just you, your family, your home, in the case of some swords, even the nation.
They are works of art, admired by tourists, and revered by those who practice the samurai's ancient fighting style. But for this family, the passion to create the perfect blade is still underway.
こういう伝統技術も自分の作品が100年200年と残りますのでね、立派なものを作って世に残しておきたいです。
From the hustle in Tokyo to the charm in Kyoto and everywhere in between, Japan is ready for her close-up. You could try to capture it all by yourself,
So now the exposure is good.
or you could learn the best photo locations from the experts.
Turn auto ISO off.
They see this country from a different angle.
Try a couple more. Nice. Looks pretty good.
What are you looking for?
Well, I'm trying to find something that at least it feels like no one else has seen.
Lucas is one of the photography coaches with iExplore, a company that shows you where to take a great picture in Japan and how to get the best shots.
So we wanted to introduce photography, but also introduce Japan the way we see it through photography.
They want visitors to think differently when taking pictures.
Whether it's something like Shibuya Crossing or something here in this city, and they take that first shot, they just take a shot, and they go, oh, it's pretty good, and they leave. And that is the biggest mistake. You stay in that location and you go deeper, you try some other ideas. Try not to be too satisfied with that first shot. Vertical oriented photo.
Lucas helped me one night in Tokyo. This was my first picture. Not bad,
There's cool features that people just don't use.
but Lucas wanted me to think out of the box. So I tried something different and got this photo.
Reflections work really well with phones. That's a nice wow shot that I've taught people, and they're like, whoa, how did you get that?
In Kyoto, the Inari Shrine is widely popular for photography during the day. But iExplore leads photo workshops at night when few people are around.
You can have a lot more of an intimate experience here in the dark.
Paul shows photographers how to do light painting
If once you learn the principle of this, you can play with these lights a lot. And
using long exposure. My photographer went on the tour and got these amazing photos.
Okay, come over here.
iExplore designs tours that take you off the beaten path.
You're discovering little places that you feel like you're the first person to ever have been there.
Taking photos in Japan's narrow alleyways, capturing the country's unique architecture, or doing portrait shoots in a traditional Japanese home. Hello!
Hello, welcome. Yokoso.
Nice to see you.
We knew that people wanted to photograph beautiful women dressed in kimono, and she was, just the right person for that. So what we set up is a sort of workshop where we teach people, we show to people how to properly take beautiful images of geisha, but also junko in this case.
So whether you're exploring Japan or going on vacation somewhere else with your family,
using a long exposure and moving around.
challenge your eye.
You just take a stab at it, see what comes out.
And chances are, you'll be amazed at the pictures you bring home. Those wanting to escape Japan's crowded cities often head north. Here, it's possible to wander the grounds of an ancient temple all by yourself. Apple orchards cover rolling hills, and dramatic stretches of coastline offer views of the sea. The city of Morioka is the perfect place to start a tour of northern Japan. It's also the perfect place to bring your appetite.
Hello, my name is Akihiko Baba. I'm the owner of this restaurant.
Hope you're hungry
お待たせいたしました。
because you'll be eating a lot. The goal here, keep bringing the noodles.
Yes.
はい、じゃんじゃん。
Keep eating, keep eating.
Yes.
Bowls and bowls and bowls of wanko soba, or small bowl noodles. The noodles
はい、どうぞ。
and this unique way of eating them originated in this part of Japan.
わんこそばが食べたいって言って急遽決まってきました。
As long as you're eating,
さあ、よいしょ。
they'll keep serving and encouraging you.
はい、どんどん。
The average woman will eat about 40 bowls. The men average about 50 bowls of soba. But some eat way more.
100枚、
100,
100枚。
100,
222.
222 bowls of soba?
Yes.
You ate all that. Wow.
わお。わお。
restaurant record is staggering.
Best record is 570. It's a female.
A woman ate 570 bowls?
Right.
This is 570 bowls.
bowls.
One person
One person.
ate all these bowls of soba?
Right, in 1 hour. Don't leave it in the soba.
Don't leave any soba.
Make it empty.
Okay. So I decided to hold my own eating contest with the restaurant owner and my interpreter.
はい、じゃんじゃん。
Soba, 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 soba. We ate and ate and ate. You're way
さ
ahead.
あ、じゃんじゃん。はい、よいしょ。
The server never slows down. No, no, no. She'll keep serving until your bowl is empty. Oh, good.
Chance. You got a chance.
When you've had enough noodles, you put the lid on it. Nope, 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 nope. I'm done. Can't eat anymore. I was stuffed. My bowl is empty. 53.
はい、よいしょ。
My interpreter, he ate 112 bowls. Yay!
はい、どう
The
ぞ。
restaurant owner, my friend, how many did you eat?
150.
150.
150.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
When you come to this part of Japan, take your time and enjoy the sights.
はい、どんどん。
But when it comes to lunch, it's fast and furious. There are bowls to devour, and there's plenty of soba for everybody. You have noodles from your feet up to your throat.
This camera shooting my belly.
There's not a cooler dinosaur around than Godzilla.
The first Godzilla movie burst onto the scene in 1954. The franchise has been thrilling fans in dozens of films ever since.
It's imagination unleashed. Once I saw Godzilla, I was totally spoiled for the rest of my life. And nothing else can compare. Not Star Wars, certainly not Marvel today. Nothing. I just prefer Godzilla.
Brett Homenick became so enamored with Godzilla, he moved to Japan from California.
It's totally because I love Godzilla. I would not be here for any other reason. I do interviews with people, Godzilla actors, Godzilla directors, Godzilla designers, and so forth. And I have a website where I've collected all these interviews together.
Japan is full of Godzilla movie alums.
Konnichiwa.
Masaki Damon appeared in 1974's Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. He remembers reacting to a monster that he had to imagine.
で爆発したらこうなったりね監督さんがパチンって向こうで手叩いたらそれと同時に爆発したんだとかさそういう雰囲気ですよ
In this film, Godzilla saves the world from Mechagodzilla.
私が出た映画は友達でした
He's a friend.
そう
Okay, he's a friend.
強い味方
But Godzilla wasn't always a friend.
Well, Godzilla was created in 1954. So Godzilla at its core is a warning against nuclear power and nuclear warfare. However, Godzilla evolved over time to become something of a hero and something of a friend to children as well.
The entire evolution of Godzilla is safely hidden inside an unmarked warehouse. Toho Studios is careful to keep the location a secret. We became the first TV cameras ever granted access to see decades of Godzilla treasure.
それが実際の本物がここには保管されています。
ゴジラと戦うための兵器とか。
We saw how Godzilla has changed since that first movie.
ゴジラは毎作品顔が違うのが特徴です。
Most of the monsters here are actually suits that actors would have to wear. So the actor looks through these holes to see the action.
ほとんど実は見えてないですね。
Almost 70 years of Godzilla all in one place.
僕が一番大好きな怪獣。
And for those lucky enough to work here, a hands-on experience with real movie monsters.
子供の時のゴジラ映画は、僕にとっては全部でしたね。All of my life. That was, yeah.
The warehouse will remain secret and off limits to visitors. But Godzilla fans can still get pictures outside Toho Studios. That's where many of the movies were made. And in this area of Tokyo, head down Godzilla Road, and you'll see the legendary monster looming above the city. The Hotel Gracery lets you get up close and personal with the movie legend. There's a cafe inside where Godzilla is on the dessert menu. And there's a hotel room for the ultimate Godzilla experience. Imagine sleeping here. After more than 60 years and 30 movies, Godzilla is a survivor.
Long after people gave up on the character and decided, oh, no one wants to see Godzilla anymore. Well, Godzilla found a way to adapt and survive all over again. That's a testament to his character.
In the country that gave us this legend, the king of the monsters is still king.